We all experience the goodness of God, the kindness of God, the miracles of God. We all have testimonies that speak how big our God is, on how faithful our God is. We all have testimonies on how God provided for our needs. But we need to understand that when God shows us His kindness, it is mentioned in Romans chapter 2, verse 4, in the second half. It says, God's kindness is meant to lead you to repentance. That means God will show His goodness, God will show you His mercy, God will show you His forgiveness, God will show you how much He loves you, not for you to continue living in your wicked ways, not for you to continue living in paganism or in idolatry or in sin, but to realize where you are and turn away from it and come to the saving knowledge of God. The word repentance means a turnaround, a 180-degree turn, where I would walk in a particular way, my particular lifestyle. Now I choose to shift, to change my ways and begin to walk the ways of God. So we need to understand that when we experience the kindness and the faithfulness of God, it is meant to bring you or to lead you into repentance. It is meant to lead you into your walk with God. Many a times when we experience the goodness of God, we take it for granted that God is happy with us. But we need to understand, when we look into the life of the people of Israel in the Old Testament, we see that God worked supernaturally. God showed them His goodness. He provided manna from heaven. He provided water from the rocks. He parted the Red Sea. What wonders they saw. But it was all meant for them to draw closer to God, to live a life in communion with God. But on the contrary, what we see is many of them turned to idolatry. They turned away from God and brought judgment over themselves. I want to encourage you that if you're experiencing the goodness of God, if you've had a testimony, if you've had a story to speak about how faithful God has been, on how God has brought you through all those tests and trials, I want you to know that it is all so that you would not just experience His goodness, but turn away from your wickedness, turn away from paganism, turn away from idolatry, and come into a relationship with Him, that you would begin to live a life that's right before His eyes, that a life that has turned away, repented from their old ways, from your old ways, to a new life that's found only in Him. Once again, I want to say, God's kindness, God's goodness is meant to lead you to repentance. God bless you.